No.
Oh, so Lens, dude, this is that really sick Lucas main from Washington, right?
No, he's local.
No, wait, no. Oh, no.
A UO Smash Club original.
That's okay. I can't remember who that other guy was then, but yeah, it's not Lens.
Lens is he's a Lucas and a Roy player. He's actually been showcasing Roy against fast followers throughout this tournament, but now he told me he really wanted to go Lucas, and he's a super technical Lucas. He's really been grinding it out, and he's finally getting to show it off here at FoF7.
It's actually really cool to see Lens in losers finals of all places, because I remember there was a UO tournament roughly a year and a half ago that I played him at. I destroyed him like super hard, and like definitely this is not a round that I could ever make it to in PM.
Oh yeah,
so
he's a different breed right now.
Yeah, so he's definitely shown a lot of improvement.
Jeez. And I think that he wants his Lucas to eventually become a floaty assassin. Lucas as a character has so many hit confirms and crazy combos that work just super well on floaty characters. Oh jeez, wow. I guess Shane's okay with that train.
He's pumping his fist. He's like, I got this.
Man, you see all those edge cancels? I don't know how he does it. You could like down air, edge cancel, up air, edge cancel, crazy. Well, this is a pretty volatile matchup because if Lucas gets his hands on Marth, then he can just run all over the place. See these? Okay, those were all double jump canceled forward airs.
Yeah,
like 4 of them consecutively, just super fast. It makes it look like it's a ground move.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You can use them as jabs. They're so fast.
Yeah, but they pop you up at the perfect angle to start combos and just get you started. And they can even, if you hit with the sweet spot, it can really hurt. So they're pretty powerful. Not the best DI on that from Lenzy. You can see it in his face. He's a little frustrated.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's like, all right, let's get back into it. Right now, Shane showing some patience.
And I think when these two have played before in bracket, I think that was a time when Lens was rocking his Roy, which we might see later on this set if things don't go too well with the Lucas.
I think would be cool, but I mean, like, I still feel like Roy will lose to Marth, even in PM.
It's really hard. And I mean, Lens has been tearing it up this tournament, but it is a harder matchup. It's just because they're both playing a spacing battle. It's just that they have different goals as far as how close they want to be to each other. And Marth is going to keep you at the very tip, and Roy's constantly going to be running in to try and get close enough for his sweet spots, and making it really difficult. Oh, that's a rough way to recover. He's way too low.
Eggz whiffing the punish right there. Actually, not really doing a punish at all.
I think that a forward smash would have been a much better choice there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dang, reverse aerial rush back air. Back air does have a sweet spot that allows you to spike people, but you can always just hit him with the meaty hit and just KO them straight out like that. Wow, this aerial movement from Lens is pretty nice, but he just still going to get forward smashed. Lucas has a ton of reversal momentum tricks that he can do with his magnet, with his double jump cancels, and with his side B, the PK freeze right there. And I think what he's trying to do he's trying to get the PK freeze into a double jump canceled forward air, and then just continue the combo, going out there with like rising forward airs and such. I don't see a lot of nairs from Lens specifically. I'm not sure it's a move that he really likes with Lucas, but oh gosh.
And all right, just a little bit of a spacing battle there, and Eggz finishing it off with a forward smash.
Yeah, Lens is definitely capable of knocking Eggz out of this tournament, but he's just got a big hill to climb. Eggz is such a solid player.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's not playing particularly well today. If his melee performance is any indicator.
How did he do in melee?
He lost to DSL and Nichabod. He got knocked into losers by DSL, and then he got knocked out by Nichabod. So yeah, no, didn't do particularly well in melee. Yeah,
those Corvallis boxes will eat you up. So Smashville, Lens is kind of a comfort food stage for Lens. That you can't always get FD, but the platform can aid your recovery a lot. And with Lucas, he has kind of a linear recovery if he doesn't have his tether. And so giving the ability to get on the top of the platform just gives you more options. Wow, great magnet. Oh, he's got reversed.
So, like, what makes Lucas a floaty assassin? Does he just have, like, a ton of hit stun on his attacks?
He just has a surprisingly good combo game against them. Like, his PK freeze land cancels, which is the side B that he's been doing. And if at high percents against floaties, it hit confirms into his dash attacks cancels up smash, which Lucas has a crazy far dacus. Ooh, brutal down air. So that's one way to do it. He can also go pretty deep and use his magnet and his forward air, his back back air has just great KO potential because it can spike and it can just raw KO people. So he just has a lot of tools. And oh, I forgot, his up throw also is a kill throw.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember that now.
So that's a pretty solid. And if he can get an offense up with his neutral B where he like charges up his smash attacks, they just become even more volatile against floatier characters that get knocked away easily. Dang. These pivots.
Yeah.
Lucas is like just dancing around. Lenz is a big fan of his pivots.
I like seeing people take advantage of PM tech, and not that a pivot is a PM tech, but it's not the tech you see that often. People usually opt for just good dash dancing in favor of a pivot.
Yeah, but you see, like right there, he's going for pivot grabs. He's getting he really likes pivot forward tilt. And with Roy, he does a lot of pivot down tilt too, which I don't know how good Lucas's down tilt is, or if we've seen really that much of it in this set. I don't think he's keeping as much pressure on Eggz as he possibly could with like magnets and like down airs and just up air. Oh, I haven't seen many up airs either. Lucas's up air is a great combo tool on a ton of characters, but I'm mostly just seeing forward air and back air from Lenz this game. Maybe he's trying to keep those DI traps on lockdown for later. Yeah, you can't just...
And no up throw was like at this percent. Is that... Okay,
it totally would. I think it may have been a tech flip to do the back throw, but yeah, an up throw would have killed back there too. But yeah, it's just a frustrating thing if you're kind of a floatier character. You're just going to have to deal with that reality.
Yeah, and I don't ever expect, if Shane happens to have a hard time with this at some point, I don't really expect him to be switching to a Fox for any reason. Just because the PM Fox is different enough, at least in how you control him and just his timing, that it'll mess up your melee Fox at some point.
Dude, and I would not want to go Fox against Lenz on the tirade that he's been doing in this tournament. Like, just now he beat UO Fox with his Roy. So I would not, and I think Eggz was on the other side listening to that tournament, or to that match, so I would not want to be going right up against him with that.
I'm hearing he beats Fox. The player Fox, and that makes me think, okay, nobody should be going Fox against this guy. At least not in Oregon, no one should be going Fox against this guy.
Hard. Yeah, he's I think he actually beat Fat Goku at the last Fighter Flight too. So he has a good amount of experience with that matchup, or at least he's comfortable with it.
Yeah, I know that. I think it both. I'm not sure about Ness, but I remember like at least like Vanilla Lucas. Vanilla Lucas had a fantastic punish game on Spacies. He absolutely murdered them once he got a grab.
It's a little bit harder since the chain grab isn't so much of a thing. That ledge play was crazy. You see the text. Great showcase by both players. Lenz wants to get as much out of this stock as he possibly can, and he goes for the platform. Eggz is right there with a neutral air. Great way to close it out. Man. Like, did Lenz lose the first game? Yeah. Lenz.
Lenz did lose the first two games.
Yeah, no worries. Eggz is up 2 games. This is losers finals, so best of 3. Eggz is bringing out his pit. I think this is a secondary he wants to work on because he remembers when pit was broken in 3.0 and he wants to try things out. So,
oh man, I think that's a repressed memory that I just began to remember. That's what. Oh no! I specifically remember losing to Tommy's pit in 3.0.
Gosh, dude, it was hard.
Yeah,
he had like down throw chain grabs on Space Animals without platforms. His down tilt was like Peaches times 10. It's crazy. But I mean, Eggz is going for it this time. I mean, if you're up 2 games and you're pretty confident, you're in the money still. Yeah, maybe try out your secondaries. See,
you're dragging out the bracket, but yeah, you get your practice.
I think he's been working on it pretty much all day long. I've seen him in friendlies, just kind of experimenting with different things, trying to find out the things that have changed. And wow, that was a great meteor canceling.
That was a meteor? Dude, I didn't even notice. That's how good that was.
That upbeat. Because Lenz was super aware and got the down air, which is the appropriate thing. Yeah, that strong back air that hits up just destroys floaties. So, he went for the down air, and Eggz immediately just upbeat and sweet spotted to the ledge. Great recovery. Lucas is a pseudo fast faller, what I like to call him, where he's just like he is kind of a fast faller, but he's not quite. He's not like Fox or Falco.
He's kind of midweight as far as that respect goes.
And yeah, and just his false, it's mostly his false speed.
Yeah,
like
his false speed.
The combos that go on to him, some of them are a little bit more guaranteed, like up throw combos or just like things that put you above it, like Marth's up tilt and stuff. But at the same time, it gives him this crazy pressure game where he can just run all over you with projectiles and with his, oh my gosh. Yeah, that up throw, was that up throw up B? I couldn't see.
That was, it ended up with up B. That's all we need to know.
Lucas was in tumble above Eggz, and Pit is great at KOing off the top with that up B.
Yeah, I'm really liking just Eggz's movement right now, just with the glides. I think it's very interesting to watch Pit's movement.
Yeah, Pit's back air actually did get changed in the last patch. He like kind of throws his daggers out behind him, so it's cool seeing it out of the glide. I honestly have not seen that many 3.6 bits. They're mostly on the East Coast.
I mean, like there was the trend with PM was like a new character gets released, people main that character because it's broken, they get patched, people just drop the character. It's like we see the same thing in Smash 4.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's kind of the trend, and you just like see the few and the proud remaining with their character.
Yeah. And Lucas's up throw did get nerfed, so maybe Lens is a little bit more timid about the percents at which he... Oh, that's rough. I think he wanted to be air dodging the opposite direction so he could still tether to grab the ledge, but you know, it happens. See, like right there, this is a percent where Pit could easily die from an up throw. I'm surprised he's going for the down throw because he wants the down throw into confirm, I think.
And that was a sword.
That was a sword. Oh yeah, when you're
that was Lucas. That's a sword.
When you're wearing
Lucas, that's a sword.
This is his alternate costume that actually changes the stick to a sword. That was a double jump canceled forward air, by the way, that knocked him off stage. How fast that was.
Ooh.
But yeah, with this costume, he does have a different forward smash, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
That's a neat little trick with Lucas, where if he uses his side B, PK Frost in the air, and then does his magnet, he like gets this weird boost of momentum where he just like kind of glides across the stage. So lots of interesting aerial mix-ups you can do with it, especially when you're trying to wear out ledge invincibility. Or respawn invincibility, my bad. Man,
and it takes him down with that forward air.
You know, and the other thing that's super impressive with Eggz is I've seen him... oh, wow. I thought that was going to be a big combo. He's been actually getting the pit spike, which is with the down air, because he plays so much Marth. I feel like he understands the spacing really, really well. And it's actually a really difficult hitbox to get. He's just been getting it really consistently. It leads to these combos, too, like just keeping Lucas above him. And he's doing really well with this, like, day 1 second air. I'm pretty impressed.
He's doing pretty good right now. It might be a 2-stock. It's probably going to be a solid 1.
Yeah. Good back air. Yeah. And he's going to get the power up. Oh, he tried to go for the magnet boost again, but he got punished for it. You got to be careful when you're trying to like wear out invincibilities because sometimes people will just run right at you. All right, we got the grabs.
So, what's a magnet boost?
The magnet boost is that when he does the PK freeze in the air and then he does his magnet, like just makes him glide a bunch.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I've been seeing.
It's a weird momentum thing. I don't know exactly why it works. Oh, that's rough. Lens just kind of threw that up smash out and thought it would connect. Oh,
and but the Smashville platform got in the way of Eggz's punish right there. He didn't quite know how to finish that off.
Yeah. Ooh, and there's the spike. Oh, jeez.
Lens cracks a huge grin. He's like, yeah, take that.
You know, he had been conditioning that DI the entire time with all of his down throws, just kind of see how far out Eggz was going to go. And when he thought, you know, he's going to DI hard off stage, this is the time I'm going to go for the
conditioning
spike.
Is such an interesting thing. I mean, like you know how Hugs recently talked about his multi-tournament conditioning.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting video.
Yeah, and I mean, there's also notice like he'll like let his opponent back onto the stage several times the same way, and then he'll just edge guard them after they're conditioned to do it one way. Just like it's an edge guard he can easily get too.
Yeah,
and it's just like conditioning is very interesting that way. That someone can get so used to the safe option and they feel safe on there. And I think that's like the real thing with conditioning is luring somebody into a false sense of security.
It's really, really easy in Smash to just get caught in your comfort zone, especially when you feel like things are going your way and you're like, oh, well, this option has worked from the ledge every single time. Why don't I just do it again?
Yeah.
And the other person might just know that that's the option that's been working every time, and this time they're going to punish it right when it counts. Oh, wow. Gosh.
Okay, so he switched back to Marth now, and he's doing very good with it, too.
Man, Eggz, his jump cancel grabs are so buttery.
Can I say, I hate this stage. I really hate this
Not
stage.
a fan.
I'm not a fan because there's not a lot to do on it. Like I like platforms. I like just moving around and messing with movement, and there's just not a lot to do on this stage. So it just really just like messes with my style. I think it happens with a lot of people too.
Yeah, there was no DI in that down throw, so we got the back air spike. But yes, I agree with you. It's an interesting. It's like a smaller Final Destination, and the platform can be really cumbersome. I like this stage in doubles because it gives some opportunities. Like, it's a smaller stage, but it also gives it gives some benefits to it. Also, since I play Zelda, I like not having platforms.
Yeah.
So I probably enjoy this stage more than most folks. But yeah, it is kind of troublesome. Also, the walls can benefit a lot of characters that can wall jump.
That's right.
And stuff like that. But I mean, there's other stages that do that.
Yeah.
It lacks a bit of originality. It does have one of the best soundtracks in the game, I will say. Got
like you slap some Sonic music on there, and it's like, okay, this is probably one of the best.
Sonic Heroes. We can't hear it too well in these wonderful headsets because they're noise canceling everything.
And I just have to let me just make a really quick note about these headsets.
Yeah.
Is that the default ear cups they come with are awful. They suck and they're so uncomfortable. So shout out to Carter for buying replacement ear cups.
Oh, is that what we're? Oh,
yes.
Wow. Shout out to the man. That was a really interesting up B. I think he just wanted damage. Again, this is a percent and a stage where an up throw will spikes of his own. Reverse back arrow will get an edge guard potentially.
Yeah, but a dancing blade saves him once, not twice.
Yeah. Again, reverse back air, getting the strong hit. You don't always need the spike. It's an incredibly versatile move. Oh my gosh.
And like I'm seeing Eggz kind of do what a lot of Marths are doing these days, is they just like come down with it's like a forward air or an up air, and then just go like, okay, now I'm just gonna start up tilting the crap out of you, or something, or like go into a tilt or something, and they just keep the hitboxes out.
Yeah.
And as Marth, that's really what you have to do, because the whole thing with Marth is you lure him in, and then you punish him. You make him overcommit.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Because his hitboxes don't stay out for that long.
That's true. He really does have to. He really does have to commit. Oh gosh, his Len's gonna be able to make it back.
Ooh, tries to break that shield.
Shield is crying, man. Eggz is so down air happy. Maybe it's just Project M, but he just loves that move. Throws it out all the time. I've seen like this whole match. He's done like full hop, auto cancel down airs, and then just like, why don't I just shuffle one instead?
Yeah, but like down air out of shield has also been like a recent thing that a lot of Marths have been picking up, and I mean it's good too. Like, especially if you tipper it, just the stun on it alone, it's very akin to getting hit by Falco's down air.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for Lens.
Oh, jeez, that's rough.
And we saw the tournament end for Foos in Melee the same way. We're seeing a lot of that this tournament. It's unfortunate.